All right, we're still in Croatia, our last night here. I got some more people joining us tonight, and so we'll start over with...
Oh, I'm Scott.
And
I'm Evan from Toronto, Canada.
I'm still Mike.
Peter.
Scott Malley from Central California.
So don't get confused with Scott and Scott.
Great Scots.
Yeah. So this is Beer Talk. Today we started out at our hotel. This is a very interesting place. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Right now we are in the breakfast room. And it was one of the only places that we could have enough lights to show up on the camera. But we went to where today?
Osijek.
Osijek.
How do you pronounce it?
We're not sure.
Osijek?
Can't even spell it.
Osijek.
That's right.
Osijek.
Osijek. That sounds good.
Yeah, fourth biggest city in Croatia. It's up at the far northeast corner of the country. We're about 10 or 15 miles from Hungary, 10 or 15 miles from Serbia.
By the way, we invited Evan to be with us because we found out he's good with details.
I take notes.
Okay.
Lots of notes.
We had a guide today,
Romina. Yeah.
Yep.
And what a spitfire. She was awesome.
Yeah,
She did a great job.
she was one of the best tour guides I've seen. Yeah.
/ stand-up comedian.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. She
Yeah.
was
Pretty
funny.
But nonstop information.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Literally. I'm not sure she took a breath in the whole 2 hours we were together.
Yeah. She knew a
Good
lot of
stuff.
history.
Good
a lot
stuff.
of history.
Yeah, she was excellent.
Yeah, the city tour, we started out at the fort. What was the name of the fort, Evan?
They just called it the fortress. The
Yeah.
Osijek Fortress.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive.
It was star-shaped,
Yes.
right? And
Yeah.
she said that they took the design from similar star-shaped fortresses in the lowlands in Holland.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool because when they're star-shaped, you can see more and defend better.
There were
Cross
moats
defend,
at different levels.
Yeah.
There was a main part with star shape and then moat and then more star shape and moat and star shape. So in order to penetrate this thing would have been very difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciated seeing that map that they had in the square.
Yeah.
Because to be able to see the whole thing, most of it has been torn down by now, though. And what year was it that they...
I think it was around about, might have been the 1840s, oh no, 1700s I think it was.
That they tore down the fort?
Oh, sorry, I thought when the fort
Early
was built.
1900s. I think.
Yeah.
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 So they took down walls to be able to connect the two sides of the city. But the main businesses in the fort when it was a fort were what?
Bars,
And
brothels.
Yeah.
Well, it was built after there were several invasions,
Yes.
and then the last time they thought we need to defend this area, so they built this fantastic fort. And my thought was, well, maybe no one ever wanted to invade it because they thought that it was a good defensive position. But anyway, nobody ever showed up,
Yeah.
and apparently the forces were bored, and boys will be boys, and
They got to find something to do.
yeah, and they became restaurants and bars, and they never fought another war after it was built.
And there still are restaurants and bars in there and part of a university.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a bustling place. It's not like your old musty forts you usually go through. It was pretty cool.
yeah, beautiful streets with the stone.
Cobblestone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard to walk in a couple places because of the unevenness, but just absolutely gorgeous.
They had that brass line in the cobblestone
Oh,
to
yeah.
indicate
The original tram?
the original tram, which she said was the first tram in Croatia or the first tram in
Yes.
Europe. I don't know. An early tram anyways.
Yeah.
First tram in this part of Europe for sure, and there's apparently a controversy with some Montenegrins. We're going to see
Yeah,
that.
something like that.
Yes, tomorrow
Yeah.
there may be some dispute about that, but she says they were first.
Yeah.
Yeah, by a month.
By a month, yes.
Yeah.
And it was a horse-drawn tram
Yes.
as well
Yes.
at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after the fortress, we headed into town, and hats off to our bus driver
Yeah.
and navigating, because the narrow streets and the cars parked along the side and the people that kind of partially pull out and block the way. He did a great job
Yeah.
navigating.
Outstanding.
And we got dropped off from the bus, and our local tour guide took us into the square and talked about several things in there. What stands out?
That wasn't the square that had the plague column, though. That was the plague column, that tall white column. That was closer to the fortress. That was also a square, right?
Yeah, that was in
Yeah.
the fortress.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
yeah. Because that was dedicated to, or as a way of trying to ward off the plague coming to the city. Yeah.
Is that where the water fountain was? That
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
one of the queens built so that people would
Yeah.
wash themselves?
Yeah, try to
and
learn how to wash their
hygiene,
hands.
promote
Yeah.
hygiene, and
Yeah.
And they watered their horses
Yeah,
there.
they
Yeah.
fed their
Yeah,
horses
yeah,
from the
yeah,
water
yeah,
fountain. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 So we got to the main town square though, and it was just kind of quintessential Europe with the old guys standing around in there talking to each other. Not us, but I mean the local old guys meeting there and just having a good time, and kids running through there. It was official. It was cool.
Yeah, I don't remember the story on the statue where he's pointing down. He was
Yeah.
one of the.
He was one of the great figures of Croatian nationhood, and I think that he said that before he died, he didn't want any monuments to himself, and
So
they
he's got
built
a monument.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
The one thing that was interesting, she said it's a heated square,
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So when it gets really cold or snowy, I guess they flick the switch and it heats the square and
Yeah.
melts the snow or
Melts
the
the snow.
ice.
Mhm.
I had never seen that before.
Yeah, yeah.
We could use that in Canada.
Yeah,
Amen to
You
that.
could use that in Illinois too.
Yeah.
So the other statue that was in the square there was the one from the 1970s.
The thing that was like you could sit in it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and climb on it, the
Yeah,
brass.
it's a very
I don't know what it
interactive-
was called, but it
Yeah,
was quite inviting.
yeah.
Yeah.
We tried it.
Yep.
I think
It was across the street from the cathedral, and another cathedral here that was spectacular
Yeah,
inside.
it was beautiful.
100 years old. It was the new cathedral, I think.
Yeah.
Which-
Yeah.
Yeah, it
You're
certainly
really worried
wasn't-
about that fly getting into your beer, aren't you?
Hell yes, they drink a lot here.
So we broke off for lunch. Now Mike and I just went across the square to, I can't remember the name.
Corolla Pizza.
Corolla Pizza, and it was delicious. But when we asked him to describe the different sizes of pizza, he said the first one is just a child size. The next one is just a
For a single person,
one
yeah.
person, and then the next one is for 2 or 3 people. And Laura and I said we'd take the 2 or 3 people.
We did too,
And
foolishly.
we could have fed the town.
Right.
They were huge, but they were delicious. And we had it with a local beer pan. I just had the regular beer. You
Yeah, I had the lemon Rodler, and we also had a peach Rodler. Yeah, really good beers.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's enough
But
beer
we
talk on
sat-
that.
we-
so.
Yeah.
We sat next to you guys, and we had a chicken skewer plate with grilled vegetables and some kind of a wedge potato dish that was, we just shared it. It was pretty nice. But I had a beer, just a small one, which was in a pretty good sized goblet. It was normal 16-ounce pour, I think, because the large pour was a liter. I didn't feel like doing that this afternoon.
Yeah, I do like that when you get the, the single bottle, it's fairly decent size here.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
That's a half liter. I think it's 500 mils.
Yeah.
That's good.
Where'd you guys go for lunch?
So we didn't actually. We had a couple of snacks. We usually don't do lunch. We try to find some other stuff to do. So I left my wife in a park, very secure, and then I took about a 20-minute quick walk to a tank and a car. All right. So can I show this picture
Yeah, go ahead,
on
sure.
the? I don't know if anybody's going to be able to see that.
Yeah,
But maybe you can send it.
Go full screen with
Anyway,
that.
so the story is that as Croatia was breaking away from Yugoslavia, the Yugoslavians and their tank divisions were trying to quell the uprising by running the tanks through the street and running over everything, cars and shooting off bullets and things like that. And the mayor of the town drove this little teeny tiny red car, and he parked his car in front of one of these tanks, got out, walked away, and then the tank proceeded to roll over and crush his car. So this piece of artwork, this art installation here, is basically a reverse scenario where the tank is actually kind of halfway down in the ground, and this little red car, this tiny red car, is trying to climb over the tank. So it's really symbolic for the local Croatians from the town here. So that's what we did instead of having a pizza or a burger or anything.
Yeah. So where did you go for lunch?
Well, as soon as we kind of broke up, I went straight to the McDonald's that is in the theatre, which was just
Opera
around
House.
the road. Sorry?
Right? Opera House, right?
Yeah, it was actually a musical conservatorium where they're sort of training students. So if you're having McDonald's there, you can actually hear either a choir or students practicing. And so while I was enjoying my McDonald's there, we could hear the practicing of the tuba going through. So there's a meal and a show at the same time. So
Oh, that's nice sound like.
And even
But
more
the-
civilized McDonald's than usual. Yes, yes.
But what did you tell me was your rationale for having a burger there?
Oh, I said it was sort of a financial experience, so I could sort of compare the Big Mac index across the nation.
Big Mac
What's
Index.
How
That's
do you
a real
feel
thing.
about it now that you've had that? What's your rating?
Oh well, it was very good. I felt that I was getting value for money for my expenses.
Yeah.
Yes, I was very pleased. Yes.
Okay, good.
Now, after lunch, we went over to the cathedral and went inside, and beautiful in there. And I loved the stained glass windows.
Yeah, they were beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah.
And the other thing, the organ, seeing those pipes up there, I really would have liked to have heard the organ being played while we were there.
Yeah, that was a massive organ. Yeah. The seats were padded, the kneelers were not. But did you notice they had radiators
Yeah.
underneath the pews, so they would heat the pews. Yeah, I thought that was, I'd never seen that before.
I know.
You can imagine that trying to heat that space. It was huge,
Oh yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Yeah, so you just heat the
Heat the
pew and the people, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting. And then we did walk down to the McDonald's, but we didn't eat there. So.
No. Reputation's enough.
Yeah.
Scott was the advanced
What'd you
guy.
end up doing?
I ended up searching out for the cannonball. There was
Oh,
a
yeah.
story about a couple of young soldiers. I don't remember the year, 1700s or something like that. Maybe having a little bit to drink while on duty and debating whether or not how far the cannonball could actually reach, and somehow that cannon got fired. And I have a picture of it. I don't know that it could be seen, but I did find the cannonball in the side of the building, and that's the picture. And I don't know if that's where you could see that. Yeah, it was kind of hard to find, and my impression is that. Not so sure that's the cannonball or not, but the story's a good one.
I know. Yeah. I was a little skeptical too. Yeah.
No, our guide told us to go and rub it and say
Yeah, that's right. That's
our
right.
bank account number out loud.
I couldn't remember my account number, but I did wish for more money. There was something about that. If you could say your account number, that, you know, all of a sudden you'd have euros in there up here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was a motivation, I admit.
Well, let's jump forward to tonight, because we had a very interesting dinner, and we started out with fish chips, which were actually tasty.
Yes.
Very good.
I
Not to
think-
be confused with fish and chips.
No,
These were actually fish chips.
Yeah, carp chips, carp.
Carp,
chips.
yeah.
Carp chips.
So-
yeah.
Yeah, their
Strips of
here-
carp.
Their carp here is not the same as the carp in our rivers at home, though.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fish
Yeah, nobody
is.
eats the carp.
Well, they're shaped different, they look
Yeah.
different, but lordy, they got bones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They're
they do have
bones, yeah.
bones. And we got a taste of some wine, but they gave us a tour of the back area.
Yeah.
That was great.
That's cool.
They've got a museum space set up in the back, to where it's an outdoor space that they've been acquiring different old buildings and then furnishing them inside with a theme. So you had a kitchen, a blacksmith, a barber,
pottery.
pottery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they had the Mud Academy.
Yes.
Academy.
That's funny. Yeah.
These are some
Little brick
entrepreneurs here.
factory.
Yeah, they make their own mud bricks of
Yeah.
taking
Adobe
some local
style.
mud, putting straw in
Straw,
it, put it
yeah.
in a mold, turning it out, let it bake for 4 or 5 days, and they build their houses with it.
And most of the older buildings in the town are built that way, is what he said.
Yeah,
Under
he said,
that
yeah, he
style
said
of
like
construction.
3/4 of the buildings that were in town are still constructed of those adobe bricks. I
Out
thought that was
of mud
cool.
and straw.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
He's
that was
saying
nice.
that they also use like pig hair as well, because it has sort of greater sort of strength within the bricks as well.
Yeah. They use that for the ovens that they make.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
out of those bricks. Yeah.
Now, Evan, you were slightly confused over this metal round thing with the handle.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
one? I'm confused
The
about.
one that
the-
turns around?
You asked if it was
Oh.
a butter churn.
Well, they had this spherical metal thing with a handle, and we were all wondering what it was, and I thought maybe it's a butter churn, and then so I asked, no, it's not a butter churn. It's for cleaning linens. And then did you hear the question I asked?
Oh, yeah, the horse urine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You laugh, but that's
I was wondering where that one came from.
No, that's the thing, where they
Don't
would
Google
use
that. You don't need to Google
the
that.
uric acid from horse urine to whiten linen.
Yeah,
It's
be
an actual
careful
thing.
using your linens in Canada, okay?
Right.
They're really white, but
They have this funky smell.
Yeah, but it was
You'll get all pissed off.
the linen, vinegar, and
Oh yeah,
Borax.
See,
something.
like
Or
some
lime,
carbolic acid
something.
or
Yeah.
something.
baking
Ash.
soda.
I
don't
forget
remember
what
it,
it was,
yeah.
and I didn't write it down.
And
Darn the one
then
I
you
forgot.
crank it around to clean it.
Yeah, yeah.
After that, though, we headed back inside, and we got a class on cooking a fish soup.
Yeah.
Except, what?
Paprikash.
Yes.
Say that again?
Fish paprikash.
Paprikash, yeah.
Yeah, which is, well, and I've never had it, a fish. I mean, that's, Hungarian is more like a chicken paprikash, but this, and not necessarily a soup, but this was a fish soup with, and they showed us how to make it. It was onions, it was like grated onion, and water with, he cleaned the fish, cut it up. Actually, maybe that went in first. Oh wait, he put that in first. He put salt on it, then he put wine, he let it sit for a while, and then after it sat for a while, I don't remember when he put the onion in. He might have put the onion in and then put the water,
Yeah.
let
Yeah.
it sit, and then he started.
But before he put all that stuff in, they'd taken the carp and
Yeah.
they butterflied it, and then they basically put it against a flame for like 3 hours or
No,
something.
it wasn't the same fish.
No,
was
that
it?
was
That
the
was
that
so
was
good.
the second. That was the
Yeah.
later part of the meal that we did have that.
Yeah.
But that was a
That
fresh.
did go into the soup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
but you're right. He did cut up the fish in pieces
Yeah.
and put it all in there.
Yeah.
Including the head and tail.
Including the
Yeah.
head and the tail,
Yeah.
and then sprinkled the
Paprika.
paprika.
Yeah,
a
right.
generous amount of paprika in that, and then they put it on a fire, and basically he said you almost just bring it to a boil and don't let it sit that long, and then serve it, and yeah, it's quite good.
I was surprised. It looked like tomato soup. I mean, the paprika and the thickness of it, it
Yeah.
looked, it didn't taste like tomato soup. It was delicious. It really had a fresh
Oh, yeah.
flavor to it.
And a bit of bite on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they grow their own peppers here, and they
Yeah.
dry them and chop them up and make the paprika.
Yeah.
And it had some, so you put noodles in the bottom of your bowl and then put the soup and fish on top of that.
That's good.
And then fished out the bones from the
Yeah.
fish.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
Yeah,
a lot of bones tonight.
a lot of bones.
Had some more wine. They brought out some perch.
Yeah,
Just
so like battered perch.
The battered,
Like almost like battered perch fingers.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then brought out the carp that you were describing that
Oh,
was
yeah.
cooked on the
Against
fire
the flame for
for
3 hours.
2 or 3 hours. Yeah,
Long
For-
time.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty interesting. They had that flame there in the middle of the barbecue, and then they had the fish set up. And I guess I never saw them turn it, but somebody said that they were rotating it
Yep.
every
Yeah.
once in a while.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, this is quite the restaurant, and this, by the way, is in Karanac, which is a 800-person little
Oh, yeah.
village in the middle
It's
of
tiny.
nowhere.
Yeah.
And he was telling us that enterprising people have built this group of rooms, this small hotelish place that we're in, and the restaurant in the top 100 restaurants in Croatia. And I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere. These are
Yeah.
very enterprising
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
Excellent restaurant.
Yeah.
Excellent food.
And really demonstrating to us the local culture and history
Yeah.
of what exists here, and that was part of tonight's presentation. And actually, we went at that restaurant last night. That dinner was amazing too.
Yeah.
But tonight was just local ingredients, simple cooking, and but just enjoying life and celebrating and enjoying good food. Just prepared simply.
You really see the theme of between last night and tonight about trying to stay connected with their old ways, their old culture, right? Whether it's the music last night or the buildings and the structures and the way people crafted things in the past, and they really want to hang on to that a little bit and showcase that to the world.
But what we've seen in that is how many different cultures had an influence
Yes.
Oh,
in
yeah.
this area.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And some of the German aspect, the Hungarian aspect, the list goes on.
Well, and if you think about it, this town has 800 people, and there's 3 churches. There's a Lutheran church behind us, there's an Orthodox church that we passed on the way to the restaurant, and there's a Catholic church just straight down the road.
Yeah.
I mean, 800 people, come on.
Yeah. And then dessert. Dessert was excellent. It really tasted good. I know the women were trying, well, your wife counted how 30
30 layers.
Yeah.
30 layers in it.
I think it was called a Dobras tort. Or Dobras torta.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the filling, you had figured out what the filling was, didn't you?
I think she said it was hazelnut.
Hazelnut, I
Yes.
think. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's good.
it was good.
Yeah.
In this region, which is interesting, just in the back of this little restaurant area that we're at, there's a vineyard back there. There's a small patch of walnut trees. They have grapes. There's fruit trees, apple trees. And I've seen there's hazelnut trees back there too.
Oh, I didn't see those.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. I've never seen. I saw the kernels. I saw the nuts on the tree, and I thought, okay, well, that's a hazelnut. But it's a very almost Mediterranean climate that can be very productive, and they grow corn and a lot of different crops here.
Yeah.
Did you see The roosters.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Or hear the roosters.
We
Yeah.
had the roosters as a part of our earlier episode.
Yeah, they were the more interesting group.
So
Yeah.
I asked the lady, I said, why only roosters? She says, roosters for soup and borscht. Or not borscht, but stew.
Don't tell them that.
And it's like, no chicken? She says, no chickens, just roosters. It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, the chickens lay eggs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well.
We're not going to go into the biology. We're going to stick to travel here.
That was a good point, Scott. Thank you for sharing.
Oh, well.
So tomorrow we're heading out. We're going to hit the road early in the morning and head to Sarajevo. We'd like you to like this, comment, follow us, subscribe. We'll have some more episodes coming up as we go along our journey. And please let us know, what questions you have, because believe it or not, we like talking about our adventures here, and we're really having a good time with this. So that is it for tonight's
Beer Talk.